I'm here with Alex again from Mayfair Games, and we're going to talk about Empire Express.
Empire Express is a product that really came out of our desire to get the fun of a crayon rail game, of the Empire Builder series games, out to a little more public. And part of the problem or the resistance that there is sometimes to these games is that they can be very long. New players, we usually assume there's going to be about a 1 hour per player time frame on a game if you've never played one of these games before. Which, 4 players, 4 hours can be a little daunting if it's a game you've never played before. This game is designed to take that experience for 4 players and reduce it to an hour and a half or so. Even a little less, really, if you've got players who are motivated in what's going on. So what have we done with an Empire Builder game? We have reduced the board, so rather than a 6-panel board, we have a 4-panel board. We've actually pre-programmed your first track buys. So there are now symbols on the board representing your first track that you will draw on the board before the game begins. And we're going to give you 3 contract cards that are already going to be ready-made for the track that you've purchased. So your first 3 or 4 turns are going to be, in a sense, scripted. You already have track on the board, you have contracts that are already connected on your route, and you're at a location to pick up the goods that you need to deliver for those contracts. So you get in the rhythm very quickly of the game of understanding the buying track, moving your train, and delivering goods, because those first few turns are laid out in front of you very clearly and very obviously. And then, as you get regular contracts, you begin to get into the usual decision making you have with an empire building game of, all right, I have this core track, I have these contracts, where do we go from here? There are some other things that we've done with it, which is we've done tile chips for this game. We've also reduced, so for example, there are no event cards in the basic introductory game, but they exist. So you can actually play Empire Builder rules with this set, up to 6 players, for a very tight game, but also, again, a very short game. And we've also taken the event cards, let's do a couple there. We've actually simplified the event cards somewhat. We've simplified the contract cards. There are only 2 contracts on a card, but the information about where those contracts are, where you pick up the goods, and where you are going to deliver the goods are made much more clear on these cards. Again, for new players, it's huge. It's very easy to look at these cards, figure out where you are, where you would like to go, and where you need to deliver these contracts. So, again, the goal was to create a 4-player experience for under an hour and a half. And we've been largely successful from what we can tell, and certainly the response to this has been great. The retail price on this is $30, so it's a very inexpensive way to get in on the system. And if you like it, there are a lot of games. There are over 10, 11, 12 games in the series that you're ready to explore after that.
Great. Thank you very much. It sounds like a great introduction.